Hey guys, I'm back and we're in for this week's video. This week you guys are going to watch me ride. In the video I will be warming up at the beginning and then jumping towards the end. I jump anywhere from 2 foot to 2.6 in this video. And I will be answering any of you guys' questions or maybe what you have wondered about me and my horse. So starting off, my horse's name is Trace. Her show name is Triple Crown Romance. She gets her show name by her mom and her dad. Her mom's name is Triple Play and her dad's name is Romancer, so we combine that, creating Triple Crown Romance. Things to know about Trace. She is 17 years old and she was born in 2003. Her breed is an American Warmblood, that is what she's branded, and officially she's a Hanoverian Cross. Me and Trace do the Hunters, which is a class that is based on how Trace looks and how well she does, as well as we do Eq and Pleasure. Eq is more based on me and how well I look on top of Trace and how well I control her. And Pleasure is how calm and relaxed Trace is. And it's a class where you walk, trot, canter. There's no jumping. In the Hunter and in the Eq, you do jump. In the Pleasure, you tend not to jump. If you do, there's only one line, and it's called the Pleasure Hack. Otherwise, a Pleasure class does not have any jumping. I as well as do 4-H. I have been doing 4-H for 3 years now with Trace. We've done a whole bunch of things. I've learned so much about her and about horses and the equine, as well as I've done some things that I've never done before. I actually did side saddle. If you do not know what that is, side saddle is where you have both of your legs to the left side of the horse, just as you see in the movies with the princesses, where they have both legs on the same side. That is side saddle. You can look up side saddle, and there's a lot of information about it. I have learned a ton, and I enjoyed it while I did it with her. I also did jumpers. Jumpers is a class based on your time, not about your looks. As well as me and Trace definitely enjoy doing trail riding. I love trail riding and Trace loves it too. We've even jumped logs and such on the trails. She loves to go for a good gallop. It is definitely so fun and relaxing between stressful horse shows, or if I just want to break and I just want to chill with her. Going on a trail definitely calms us and is so nice to be out and just in the woods or in a field chilling. Another thing I do with Trace that I'm fairly new to is clicker training. I do clicker training with positive reinforcement with Trace. It's fairly known in the dog world, and it's quite new to the equine industry, but I do clicker training, and what I do with that is I try to make her life more positive, and she's learned plenty of new tricks. It has helped her attitude with a lot of things. It also has opened my mind to how I should be treating Trace and what I should be doing for her to help her in many different situations to make our lives more positive and memorable situations than a negative situations. So I've taught her to whistle. When I whistle, she comes to me in the field. That's very helpful, especially in the wintertime when it rains a lot and it's muddy. I don't have to walk in the mud, and 2, she gets rewarded for coming to me, and she has the option she chooses to come to me instead of me forcing her out of the field, as well as I have trained her to what I like to call stretch. It's where she uses her nose to touch her side. It's really good, especially since she's getting older. It helps stretch her neck, and half the time when I ask her to do it the first time on both sides, her neck actually cracks. So it's really good that I do before and after my lessons, and she really seems to, or before and after my rides too. she seems to really enjoy it, and she really likes that trick. It's one of her favorites. And when I'm teaching her something new and she doesn't understand, she tends to go to that trick first because she's confused and she wants a treat. And usually when she does it, I reward her every time, just because if she's confused and doesn't understand it and she does it, I then take a step back and I try to teach her a different way or come at it with a different point of view to help her understand what I'm asking. I've learned a lot of my clicker training information with horses with the positive reinforcement through Jet EquiTheory. She has a YouTube channel. She also has a podcast. I love her podcast. It's called the Jet Real Podcast. I would definitely go and suggest going to her YouTube and her podcast. It has really helped me, and it has helped Trace have a more positive outlook in life. And I just, I find it so helpful. So I want others to see for it to be helpful as well. Things about me. Finally, my name is Sarah. And I just recently turned 18, so I am an adult now. I am going to college, and I actually did move out of my old house into an apartment with my mom, and then I'll be going to college, so I'll be going to live in a dorm room. But don't worry, I will be bringing Trace with me to a barn that's like 15 minutes away from the campus, so I'll still be able to ride her and create videos, and I maybe will even create other types of videos that you guys have never seen from me, such as trail riding videos or cross-country videos or anything that you guys kind of think of. I could even do a video on me clicker training Trace. Just write in the description or in the comments down below what you guys would want to see coming forward in the future. That would be great, and I can, do as many of those ideas as you guys want. I have been riding for 14 years at the same farm. This farm has done so much justice for me. I love the trainer that is there, and I've been there since I was a little girl. Trace was actually born there. Her mom and her dad are both on the farm, and she was created and born on the farm. She is a year younger than me because I was born in 2002. She was born in 2003. So I've known her for a long time. I recently bought her 4 years ago. Little did I know that I was going to own her when I was younger, but I definitely think that Trace is the best horse I've ever met, especially because she's a mare and she's so sweet and has the best temperament that I've ever met. I definitely would never want to buy any other horse because she's just such a great one. And in college, I am studying Animal and Poultry Sciences major. I will be doing the pre-vet track, which is pretty much, I'll be learning about animals and all the veterinary science stuff for veterinary school and graduate school. Like I said earlier, Trace will be coming with me. I don't know if I'll be doing team up at the college. They do have a riding team. Trace will not be used in the riding team, but I will be riding their horses. So maybe if I join the team, I could do a video on, the riding team, and I could do a video with me riding for the team. But that will become future. Really, I just want you guys to let me know on what you really want to see. And how you want me to format these videos. It would be very helpful for me, and I think it'd be helpful for you guys. So that's all the information that I was going to give you guys. I can do for the rest of the video, I'll do a voiceover for what I'm doing. So currently right there, I asked her to halt because she was kind of not responding to my rein cues. I tend to like to be very gentle in her mouth because she does not like when I ask her to do anything as halting or lifting up her head and neck to go onto her haunches instead of being on her forehand. It helps her jump, and there I jumped the green. It was beautiful. It was a long stride. It was great, but then afterwards she kind of was out of control and wasn't responding, so I used the fence to halt her so that it wasn't an argument and so that I could ask her to get her to halt without being harsh on her mouth, because I don't like to do that. Here I am trotting, and I decided to trot to this yellow Cavaletti fence, pretty sure. I circled first because I wanted her to slow down and not rush to the jump, but I then trot to this fence. I wanted her to stay slow and be calm and collected, so I proceeded to then circle in the middle because I didn't want her to run afterwards, and she has a tendency to run going towards home especially, so that's why I trotted the jump and then circled immediately after to help encourage her keep the slow, calm pace without being harsh on her mouth and also without pulling too much. Then I go to this yellow X. She was pretty good, but again, she was quite fast after, so I decided to circle again. She then came back and we trotted, and she actually was on the wrong lead, so I trotted and then cantered again, and then we were walking here. I decided to then give her a walking break. Don't worry, guys, I wanted to let you know that also between all of the jumps that I did and all of the transitions and such throughout this video that you've seen, I did give her walking breaks, plenty of them. I just didn't include all of them because of the fact that it would have taken a very long time, and I didn't think you guys wanted to see all of that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below.